Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Today we start the biology chapter 1. In biology chapter 1, first we discuss the topics cell theory, then microscopy, then staining, then cell fractionation, then tissue culture, then chromatography, electrophoresis, spectrophotometry, microdissection, micrometry, and then we discuss the topics cell wall, cell membrane, and the cytoplasm and cytoplasmic organoids. First we start the cell theory. So before starting the cell theory, we discuss about the cell history. In 1638, Leeuwenhoek studied wood under microscope and found it consists of small boxes, which he called cellula. Cellula is a Latin word which means small boxes. And then in 1665, Leeuwenhoek studied non-living woods. Leeuwenhoek studied living cells, while Leeuwenhoek studied non-living cells. And Leeuwenhoek says that there are two types of cellulas. One is plant cellula and the second one is animal cellula. Cellula is just a cell, but in earlier life, when cell was discovered, it was called as cellula. So it is simply a cell, plant cellula or animal cellula. Plant cellula is the mass of protoplast which is surrounded by cell wall. Protoplast contain cell membrane, cytoplasm, and nucleus. Plant cell minus cell wall equal to protoplast, while animal cell is the mass of protoplasm. Plant cell is the mass of protoplast, while animal cell is the mass of protoplasm, which is surrounded by cell membrane, because in animal cell wall is absent. So here protoplasm contains cytoplasm and nucleus. Animal contain protoplasm, while plants contain protoplast. Protoplast contains cell membrane, cytoplasm, and nucleus. And here the MCQ came the data plant cell minus cell wall equal to protoplast, while in animal cell is the mass of protoplasm which is surrounded by a cell membrane, because cell wall is absent. So protoplasm contains cytoplasm and nucleus, and animal cell minus cell membrane equal to protoplasm. Now there is a cell structure. The part of cells called as cell structure. In 1838, M.G. Sheldon, which was a botanist, presented plant cell theory. Main points of plant cell theory: all plants are composed of one cell or more cells. Plant cell is the structure and functional unit of all plants. Then in 1838, T. Schwann, which was a zoologist, presented animal cell theory. Main points of animal cell theory are all animals are composed up of one or more cell. Animal cell is the structure and functional unit of the animals. Then in 1839, T. Schwann says that plants and animals both are living, so he called it the living organisms. In 1839, T. Schwann says that plants and animals both are living, so he called them collectively a living organism. Then in 1839, M.J. Sheldon and T. Schwann presents cell theory. Main points of cell theory are in which the points of M.J. Sheldon and T. Schwann are these 2 points are living organisms. First, M.J. Sheldon was a botanist, so he says that plants are composed up of one or more cells, and zoologist Schwann says that animal cell is composed up of one or more cell, but they collectively present cell theory in which they says that all living organisms, which means plants and animals, are made up of cells. Cell is the basic structure and functional unit of all organisms. And then there are few points which were presented by some other scientists, that all metabolic activities takes place inside living cell, which was presented by R. Virchow in 1940. And the next point is new cells arise from pre-existing cells by cell division, that is mitosis, or it occurs through mitosis or meiosis. This point was presented by Negriz in 1855. The genetic material, that is DNA, is present in the nucleus of the cell. This point was presented by Fleming in 1882. And then here came some MCQs. Cellula is a Latin word, as we know that we discussed earlier. Plant cell minus cell wall equal to protoplast. Animal cell minus cell membrane equal to protoplasm. Protoplast refers to cell membrane, cytoplasm, and nucleus. Protoplasm refers to cytoplasm and nucleus. Protoplast represents plant cell, while protoplasm represent animal cell. The main difference protoplast and protoplasm is we discussed earlier. Protoplast represents plant cell and it contains cell membrane, cytoplasm, and nucleus, while protoplasm represents animal cell and it contains cytoplasm and nucleus. The terms unicellular and multicellular was discovered by M.J. Sheldon. He says he was the first who says that all plants are composed up of one cell, which means unicellular, and more cells, which mean multicellular. And the term organism was discovered by T. Schwann, who was a zoologist. The term metabolism was discovered by R. Virchow in 1840. He says that all metabolic reactions takes place inside cell. What is metabolism? Here came what is metabolism. The sum of all metabolic reactions occurring in cell is called as metabolism. Metabolism consists of two steps. One is anabolism and the second one is catabolism. As the name indicates, catabolism, which means cutting. In catabolism, it is a destructive process in which cutting of the molecule occurs and energy releases in this process. In this process, large molecules break down into small molecules. Protein, which is a polymer, break down into amino acids and also releases some ATP. Lipid, which is composed of fatty acids and glycerol. So in catabolism of lipids, fatty acids, lipids break down into fatty acids plus glycerol plus ATP. While anabolism is the reverse of the catabolism. In anabolism, it is a constructive process in which small molecule combine to form large molecule. That is, small amino acids combine, they form protein molecules, while fatty acids and glycerol combine, they form lipid molecules. It is an energy storing process. Thank you. If you like my work, so please like, subscribe and share my channel.